All right, Kate, so I ran into another one of these stories about shop for your Christmas gifts right now.
Right.
And it's from the Wirecutter, how the global supply chain might ruin Christmas and how to adjust. And so I wanted to quickly roll through some of the items that they highlight as like, okay, look for it until you can buy it and then buy it immediately, right?
Okay.
So they say, like, if you're looking for like a surround sound system, for example, they say, yeah, you probably should buy that now. Board games and vinyl records. Pretty interesting. Apparently there's a lot of indie board games too. You know, like non-mainstream board games. And there's like the shipping containers. You know, like, have you heard about shipping container shortage or that they're parked offshore or something?
Okay.
And can't get the deals to us. Now this is an expensive. I just saw there, like, audio video receivers that cost $1,500 last year are now $2,000. That's a pretty high end audio system. No surprise here, but Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5. Grab it when you see it. Get it quick, because that's probably not going to improve. The Xbox Series S, which is the non-4K version of the new Xbox, that one's been more available, so they think that one might be more likely for you to find. And then, if you want to be picky about laptops, gaming PCs, graphics cards, laptop docking stations, like that whole list of things, difficult to find. If you want to buy a cheap Android phone, apparently there's fewer deals on that. Cordless stick vacuums. And those would be hard to find. Apparently that's a popular gift in general, the cordless stick vacuum. And even like a discount clothing store such as TJ Maxx seem to be particularly affected. Stand mixers, if you want to get a stand mixer, those are going up in price also, that's another good gift to give.
It's a nice gift right there.
Yeah, those are cool.
Okay, so on the flip side of that, like what's not on a cargo ship right now, what's not going to be hard to get, what will help not ruin Christmas for you as well as others, okay? Personal trainers, Pilates instructors, massage therapists, hairstylists, local chefs and restaurants, local boutiques, local artists, golf and tennis pros. Those are good gifts that help people in our community.
Good idea, Kate.
You should help the real life humans who live and work right here.
Perfect idea. Yeah, I recently thought, like, well, gift cards could actually, like, typically I'm a gift card. Okay. I feel like I've given up if I give a gift card. You know what I mean?
I understand.
But now more than ever, in these trying times, a gift card would make a lot of sense, especially if you're going to ship a gift to somebody. So I think the package shipping is more affected than like the letter carrier style stuff. So
my nieces are growing up and they have requested not gifts. They've requested gift cards, and it's been really, really hard to let go of. And I don't know if it's because I'm not really crazy about how like my sister or my nieces like deliver that kind of information. That just feels like, okay, greedy Greederson. But at this, they're not asking for cash, but they are asking, like, I probably would spend more money on a gift than I would if I just gave them a gift card. And I was trying to make that, but at the same time, I'm like, a gift card, they're going to get what they want. And I need to not feel defeated. So I have come a long way. I'm with you, Matt. I don't like to give gift cards, but I have definitely, over the years with my nieces growing up and not wanting Disney princesses anymore, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
Now that they're all in college and out, so
they don't want it.
Gift cards go a long way. So I just hope that they use it for something that they, like if I give like one niece is a junior in college, and it's like, okay, if I give her an Amazon card, is she going to go onto Amazon and get something that she really wants? Or in January, she's like, oh, I need this for school, and so I'm going to go onto Amazon and just get it and use a gift card for something that she like needs but doesn't want to like treat herself. But I can't. I just have to give the gift card and trust that she's going to enjoy whatever she grabs.
Is it possible that they are asking for gift cards because they thought your previous gifts were lame?
No, it is a blanket. It's
Okay.
a blanket statement to all of our family.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Sent out an email and everything.
Well, more like an awkward conversation.
Gosh, yeah, that sounds horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, okay.
Awkward.
You should just stop giving gifts completely.
Well, I'm trying to talk my family into let's not give gifts this year
Yeah.
and let's go on a trip next year as a
Okay.
family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your immediate family?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So there will be a discussion about that.
Wasn't sure if you're going to take the whole Kate family tree to Ireland or something.
We did that one year. My mom took our family to Ireland.
Okay.
Yeah. There were 15 of us, 16 of us.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. It was awesome. It was awesome.
Kate, my sister-in-law, this actually happened a while back, and she was like, "Did you talk to Kate yet about blah blah blah?" And I was like, "Well, I'm kind of just waiting for it to come up." And so basically, she was listening to our show, and specifically us talking about chili and cinnamon rolls and cornbread and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. First off, she thinks that you just haven't had the correct cornbread.
Okay.
And she probably hates the fact that, I haven't dropped her name yet. Jennifer.
I know. I was like,
Jennifer. And so,
which is funny because my sister's name is Jennifer. So the fact that your Jennifer doesn't agree with me, I'm like, typical Jennifer.
yeah. So she ended up calling me. Like we air some of our segments on Saturday mornings. The least worst of Matt and Kate. It's not officially branded that way, but it's
Okay.
might be an idea. So she was driving around a couple Saturdays ago, Saturday morning, and I get this phone call from her. I'm like, "Hey, what's up?" And then she invited me to come watch the Chiefs game. And
did you say, Jennifer, I don't care?
Yeah, I go, I don't care about the Chiefs. She specifically said, like, I'm driving to the pumpkin patch now and was curious if you wanted to come over tomorrow for chili and the Chiefs game. And so I was like, okay, yeah, that sounds like a good time. And Kate, it was such great chili. Very beany, lots of beans, Kate, which I liked. And yes, she had great cornbread, which I agree. Maybe you should try some more cornbreads before you just say that the cornbread goes directly into the trash, not into a mouth.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know. But she also cooked up some Pillsbury cinnamon rolls, so I could
out
have
of the can.
So that I could. Well, I'm fairly certain out of a can.
Okay.
I didn't. Unfortunately, I wasn't there to witness the noise. Pop, the gratifying. Yeah. And pretty good. Now, I'm not sure if that qualifies. I mean, so yeah, I would eat I would think. I mean, I think Pillsbury cinnamon rolls are actually pretty good.
I do too. But
I imagine if you go to a place that specializes in their cinnamon roll and had that with chili, it'd be quite good. So, can confirm that a cinnamon roll and chili is pretty good.
Yeah. So you ate a bite of cinnamon roll with a bite of chili?
Yes.
All together. Pretty good.
Yep. It's good. And I had some cornbread too. So I had this bowl of chili.
Oh, God, Matt. So you didn't eat for like 10 days after that. 2 carbs in one day?
Oh, Kate.
There was all those beans that counteracted those carbs.
I took down like 4 bowls of chili. I took down a lot of chili.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I was hungry, Kate. I knew there was going to be chili. So go in with the empty stomach and boom. And in fact, before I got the final bowl, I was like, are you okay with me having another bowl of chili? I feel like I'm eating all of your chili.
You guys don't want leftovers, right?
Right, exactly. And so you had a big bowl of chili to start, and on one side was parked a cornbread, and on the other side was parked a cinnamon roll.
What would you have done if Jennifer was like, Matt, we invited you over, 2 bowls only. Get out of here. Like, no, I can't see, like, we're inviting you over. Have some chili.
Right. So I thought she was messing with me when she first invited me, because like we're driving to the pumpkin patch now. Like we had just talked about going to the pumpkin patch and how many years it had been to me going to the pumpkin patch. And then, would you like to come have chili tomorrow? We had just talked about chili and watch the Chiefs game. We had just talked about me not being into the Chiefs. or not being in, like, just kind of falling out of sportsdom or whatever. The Chiefs are still my football team, to be clear, but I'm just not really following the sport that much. And so I thought she was messing with me at first, but like, oh no, you're being serious. Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. Come on over.
Chili and Chiefs and cinnamon rolls.
Now, we like these frozen cinnamon rolls. I think they're Rhodes cinnamon rolls. They come in like a foil circle pan.
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
Okay. So what I would like to try out, Matt, because I've seen this with the canned cinnamon rolls where you can turn your muffin tins upside down and you can form the cinnamon roll over a muffin tin to kind of make like a bowl.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And then bake it like that. So they make a bowl and then put your chili in the cinnamon roll bowl.
So does the cupcake pan go into the oven or not?
Yes. Yes, that's how you bake the cinnamon roll.
You turn cupcake. Am I saying this right? What is it called?
I say muffin tin, but yeah, cupcake
muffin tin.
Yeah.
Sounds like a pet name for somebody. Muffin tin. Could you? But you turn the muffin tin upside down, and then you mold the cinnamon roll
around one of the cups.
So you're like wrapping it around, making a little hat.
Yes.
And then you throw that whole thing in the oven.
Right.
Interesting.
And you can do several at a time on the muffin tin and put them in the oven and bake them. And then when they're done, you pull them out and then you turn them upside down. So the cinnamon roll is now in like a bowl shape. And then you put your chili inside the cinnamon roll.
Interesting.
We've done that with biscuits and gravy, and that turned out really good.
Okay.
And I've always talked about doing that with cinnamon rolls and chili. We just haven't done it yet.
Interesting. It's surprising. Now, does it still count as a cinnamon roll, though? Because is it wrapped around? Or is it just mushed on there?
Well, because it's just mushed on there, so it's still like in the shape of it. I mean, it's not...
it's not rolled, though. It doesn't have a roll thing to it. Right?
Right. You're not going to unwind it, but it's still going to have the rings of cinnamon.
Rings of cinnamon. Nom, nom, nom.
Right?
Yes, correct.
The only thing that you're going to miss out on with the bowl is there's not exact, like, where do you put the frosting?
Yeah, so where do you put the...
That's where I'm, like, trying to figure out that.
Okay.
Yeah. So do you flip over the bowl, frosting, and then put chili on top of the frosting? That's kind of weird, right?
Yeah. I think you would need to... McDonald's reference incoming. I would think you need to figure out some kind of, like, a similar technology that they have for the McGriddle, you know? Like the little pockets of syrup in there. And so...
You said McGriddle, and I pictured McRib, and I'm like, what now?
Gross.
Gross.
Okay. No, I'm not normally that offended by the mention of the word McRib, but just in the context of...
I know, that's what I was trying. I was like,
McGriddle.
I don't understand. McGriddle.
No, McGriddle, the fantastic pancake sandwich that McDonald's made, and I feel like it has special technology. Need to accomplish something similar with the icing or something. Inject it into the side of it or something.
Or what my dad would say, it's all going to get together anyways. So
that's true.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hated that argument as a kid.
Well,
like, yeah, but I don't have to taste it as it's all going down.
Yeah.
Dad.
You probably are fine to just drizzle some icing into the quote cinnamon roll bowl or whatever.
The cinnamon bowl.
Cinnamon bowl. Yeah, just do a little lattice work in there or whatever. Lattice.
Yeah.
And just go for it. Probably the easiest.
Go for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to try that one. Challenge accepted.
Oh, you got to try that?
I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah.
Yeah. I would think that's better than putting the chili into the bowl and then topping the chili with frosting. Icing, yeah. Staring at it might not be helpful, but...
No. Some people put chocolate in their chili, so, might not be a bad idea.
They put chocolate in their chili?
Yeah. Something on the Food Network, we were watching like a chili cook-off years ago in Texas, and people would put like Hershey bars in their chili and stir it up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Something about the sweet and the salty, or the sweet and the spicy.
I could see them being good, like in I'll have a bite of chili and much like we were talking about, a bite of cornbread mixed with a chili, or a bite of cinnamon roll mixed with the chili. Mm-hmm. But I think with this, I would just have a bite of chili and then a bite of chocolate. Man, incorporating chocolate into the actual chili sauce? I don't know.
I mean, if the chocolate makes the beans taste better, I'm down.
Chocolate makes the beans taste better.
Chocolate-covered beans in your chili.
Okay, so you'd be more likely to eat someone's chili if there was chocolate in it? Okay, you like the more soupy kind of chili, right? More.
I do. Monty does not prefer the soupy kind, so we're kind of like meat in the middle, but I grew up on the heartier chili, so I don't know if that's why I like a soupier chili as a grown-up. I don't know.
Okay. So, if presented with a bowl of chili that's got a bunch of beans in there, and then someone presents you with the identical chili, but it's got Hershey's bars in there, liquefied, which one do you go for then? And you're not allowed to smell them.
Ah! How'd you know? That was my...
How did I know?
How did you know that was
because
my...
we're good for at least once a week on average. Don't hold us to this, listener, but I feel like you talk about you'd be up for smelling that, but not necessarily eating or consuming it.
Yeah, I want to smell that. I don't know. I think I'd want to try both. I have to pick one.
Yeah, so they're like, okay, you got to, if you want to eat, this is the last meal you get for the next 24 hours or something like that.
Gun to your head. Get a bowl of chili.
Yeah, you get one of these bowls of chili. And no, you're not allowed to smell either of them. Would you like the classic berry beanie chili or the classic beanie chili with chocolate mixed into it? And this will be your last meal for a while, so choose wisely.
This is it. Okay. I'd probably choose regular.
Okay. Yeah, me too.
But I'd like to... and when I say people put chocolate in it, on the cooking show, they were putting like bars of chocolate in it, but I just pictured like the shortcut. Well, we didn't have any Hershey bars, so I just like grabbed the bottle of Hershey syrup and like squirted it in there, and that kind of grossed me out a little bit. Yeah. That's where my imagination went. I tolerate beans in chili.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just not a beans person.
Right. But you kind of are, right? Because you acknowledge the protein level in beans and thus will hide them in your taco meat.
Yeah.
Right? So.
But I'm not like, woohoo, beans. I'm like, Monty, how many beans did you put in this chili? It's way too much. And it's like a normal amount.
You expect Monty to cook you up a separate batch?
My dad did when I was little.
Oh, come on, Mont. Step up.
I know.
Step up, Mont.
My dad also used to cut my steak. And guess who cuts my steak now?
Elliot.
Monty John.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought maybe your youngest.
Elliot. No, we don't give her a knife yet.
Yeah, not allowed to have a knife.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
She's shifty. No knives for that one. Just kidding. She like stabs her fork into the steak and picks it up and eats it off of.
Does she?
Steak. No.
Oh, see, with all these stories about Elliot,
I know.
It's hard for me to not believe something that you would just make up like that.
I know. Well, the other day, I gave her a fork and she asked if she could have a toothpick. And she hadn't even had her meal yet. And I'm like, how do you have like meat stuck in your teeth already? And she goes, no, I want to use it. I'm like, I just gave you a fork. She's like, come on, just give me a toothpick. So she toothpicked her steak.
That sounds pretty high class.
Totally.
Yeah.
I'm like, please don't act like this when you go to other people's houses. Like,
at least she didn't demand, that each little piece of meat had its own toothpick. Like I want my meat
could
plated,
you imagine?
Like a cheese plate or something. Doesn't that come on toothpicks?
That's my own hors d'oeuvres. I wouldn't put it past her, Matt.
Does she have any idea how often she's the topic of this show?
Oh, you know what? Every now and then she'll say something kind of silly, and she'll be like, you should tell Matt that. You want to text Matt that I just said that? I'm like, no. That's not that funny. It's quirky, but not that funny.
That's cute.
This isn't show material, Elliot. Bring your A game.
Yeah, come on. Get it together.
Yeah. I did get an email from her teacher the other day. I adore her teacher. Love her teacher.
Yeah, so Elliot, to remind people, is 9 years old. And what's that make her third?
Fourth grade.
Okay.
Fourth grade. And it's the same teacher that Finley had last year. So I've had this teacher And I'm so glad that Elliot gets her. But I got an email from her last week that she was spending her indoor recess helping another student get ready for their social studies test after recess. And I was just like, oh.
That is sweet.
That is really sweet. And then within like, I don't know, 20 minutes, I get an email that she was like, by the way, did you know she only has one sock on today? I'm like, no, thanks. Thanks for sharing that. I mean, could you smell it? Is that how you know?
Right. Ankles exposed or something. She's only got one sock on. How'd she pull that off?
She only has one sock on. I don't. And that's exactly, I'm like, how did you leave the house with one sock? And she was like, I thought I grabbed a pair because it was balled up.
Oh, because she was like putting her shoes on in the car or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have mornings like that sometimes.
Okay, yeah.
And she's like, I thought I grabbed a pair. Turns out, and instead of saying there's only one sock here, she just rolled with it.
Yeah, might as well.
Yeah, but Matt, because I have to like be prepared, I have at least 2 outfits per child stashed in my car in case there's ever like an accident.
That's right. Now, don't you have similar? Don't you have clothes for you and Monty as well?
I have clean underwear for us.
Okay, emergency undies.
Emergency undies, which if I were smart, I'd throw in some t-shirts too.
Yeah,
but right now,
what's stopping you?
Each girl has like 2 outfits, head to toe, and grown-up underwear.
Now, why do you just need underwear? Why have you not updated your backup clothing to have other articles of clothing?
I'm sure it's because, we used to live in kind of a rural area and we'd be in the car a lot and sometimes accidents happen.
Well, I just think if you soiled your underwear, you're...
not always.
Not always. Most days.
Sometimes.
If you were to soil your underwear while driving or riding, whatever, it doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Don't your pants get affected too?
Depends how fast you react to the soiling.
Depends. That's an option.
Wink, wink. Depends. I know. I've joked about that for the girls. Like, we are not stopping this car for another bathroom trip.
And I'm going to pick up some diapers.
I'm a liar. I stop the car. I don't want to.
You've threatened to diaper them, though?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Yep.
Fantastic.
I haven't threatened a diaper in a long time, so,
Oh, well, they grew up so fast.
Rockstar mom.
Yeah, look at you go.
Raising the roof.
Mother.
Matt, did you hear that Merriam-Webster Dictionary has added 455 new words, phrases, and compound words?
When did this happen?
To the dictionary.
When did this happen?
Last week.
How did I miss this? What's wrong with me?
I don't know.
Oh, this is right in my wheelhouse, Kate.
You probably unsubscribed from the Webster's email.
Well, I did have to declare Twitter bankruptcy one day last week. It's just I fell too far behind. I'm like, I'm not going to catch some tweets here. I'm going to have to surrender 24 hours of yeah. And so maybe it was in there. I don't know, but I feel a little bit
Twitter fail.
Twitter fail on my part. Yeah. All right. So yeah, fill me in.
Okay. New entries. Dad bod.
Dad bod is there. Okay.
Yep.
Did you see Jason Derulo was worried about getting dad bod?
Jason Derulo.
That's right. The man who sings his name in possibly every one of his songs. And there, again, there's a full hour of, like on YouTube, look for hour of Jason Derulo singing his own name. And there's a full hour of it. Not one of them repeats. I don't think.
Not one of them.
I mean, I haven't sat there and watched the full
greatest hits.
Hour of it. But yeah, he was worried about getting a dad bod. He's like, so I got to hit up the gym more. It's like, you realize that, just by virtue of the fact that you're a dad, it doesn't change your genetics. I'm not sure if you need to hit up the gym more. Just don't. And the dude's ripped. I mean, he's huge. Anyway, he probably won't get a dad bod. Soon, at least. Dad bod. Okay. So dad bod is new to the dictionary. Huh.
Super spreader.
Super spreader. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Do you ever use that? Do you ever say super? Oh, yeah, let's go to the super spreader. Do you ever use that sarcastically?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think I've used that.
Super Spreader would be great to see at Granada, in Lawrence. Be a great band. All right, so Super Spread. So far, we have Dad Bod Super Spreader amongst the how many 400 some new words. Is that what we said?
455.
I feel like at one point they're like, okay, screw it. You know what? We're getting rid of a bunch of our criteria as to what is a new word. You know what I mean?
Anything goes.
I need to look into. That's what I should spend some time researching. How many new words have been added to Webster's dictionary year over year for the past 30 years or something like that? It seems like something that would be a valuable use of my time, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. So any other standouts there? Additions to the
Faux
dictionary?
hawk.
Faux hawk?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Ghost kitchen.
Ghost kitchen. Oh, yeah. Ghost kitchen is a place that delivers food, but you can't go in there to do takeout or dine in, right? I think that's what a ghost kitchen is.
I think that's what it's called. And I think that's when Applebee's has like a wing, or Chili's. Didn't they have a ghost kitchen?
Oh, I don't know.
I feel like they did.
But basically, it could be anyway. It could be like in an industrial complex. There could be a kitchen dedicated to making food, but the people making the food are far removed from the people that end up eating it.
Right.
Ghost kitchen. Fascinating.
Ghost kitchen. Okay.
Yeah.
Fluffernutter. We've talked about fluffernutters before.
That sounds so gross. It sounds like an Urban Dictionary thing, but
Fluffernutter is the peanut butter and marshmallow fluff sandwich. So when Matt says Urban Dictionary, your mind definitely goes to the gutter. But it's not really to the gutter. It's a sandwich. Fluffernutter.
Fluffernutter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a lot of restraint there. I really wanted to use fluffernutter in a sentence in a dirty way, but I held back, Kate.
I'm proud.
Thanks.
TBH, I'm very proud.
No, TBH.
TBH, to be honest. That is new.
That's in the dictionary?
To the dictionary.
That's an abbreviate. What the hell? Okay.
New words, phrases, and compound words.
Webster has gone rogue. I feel like Webster has gone rogue.
Same thing with FTW.
For the win.
For the win.
You ever encounter these anymore where you see the FTW, for example, and you're like, what is this? And you got to look at it, because I remember looking that one up back in the day. FTW, what's this mean?
I had to look up if you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
IYK. I was like, what?
I'm confused on that one. If you know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm unfamiliar with that one. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Any other Webster's dictionary words to speak of, Kate?
Doorbell camera.
Doorbell camera. Okay. Soon enough, there's like a whole sentence will be a new word in Webster's dictionary.
Words, phrases, and compound words.
They got us. Oh, okay. So it's in there. Okay. All right. I understand now.
There we go.
Okay.
That's what I got.
All right.
Of the 455 new words, that's a nice little sampling.
That is a good sampling. Yep. I'll have to go for more later.
I mean, this weekend, when you look up, how many words that it's been added over the last 30 years, like you said you were going to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Feel free to report it back.
Okay.